Hello, testing, 1, 2. How we doing? I believe everything is okay. Ray, welcome in, how you doing? How you feeling as well? I hope everything's going okay. Doing fine, nice, nice. Glad to hear. People arrived, Joel. I feel like 90%, okay. Okay, that's, yeah. I mean, as you said, it was, it was a sore throat, right? But even then, it can still be scary, so I get it. I get it. Minute Lark, welcome in. How you doing? I hope you're having a great Sunday. Hope everyone's had a good Sunday. Or at least a relatively relaxed and laid back one. Before Garfield Day hits. My favorite, non-favorite day, Garfield Day. Got ya, got ya. So yeah, no, it's stay safe, everyone. Even if you've had your boosters and such, just be careful, peeps. But anyway, I have a little surprise for everyone. I have a little surprise before we start. It's welcome back to Dave's favorite pastime, which is making terrible, terrible PowerPoint presentations. Um, so I've done a little recap, and I have a little roadmap in mind for what I want to be doing this year. I know, right? By Dave, by Dave. I know, right? What? How prestigious? Just good shit. So I'm probably just gonna ad lib this a little bit. I don't really have anything prepped to say alongside it. I'm just gonna wing it. But these are all the games we played last year. As you can see, it was only in the latter half of the year that we proceeded to play like most of these. I've been particularly good this week due to starting working out. Oh, okay, got my mindset on a new level. Yeah. No, that's fair. It's yeah. We were talking about it in one of the Serious Sam streams, right? But I think at least it's a new year always brings at least sort of a bit of a hyped up mindset, and there's nothing wrong with like not sticking to those things. But at least it's a good refreshing frame of mind to be in going into the new year. So that's great. I'm glad to hear. But anyway, these are the games we played. I'm gonna go through the main ones. The stuff like Blood Bowl, we didn't really play per se, like and Gang Beasts. I lost at all of these. I don't want to talk about them apart from golf. And then some of these are like, most of it was shitmas stuff. Like from here onwards, it was mainly shitmas. But I'm gonna mainly be talking about everything up here, and then I have a little roadmap for 2022. So we'll be starting with, technically this makes the list, Persona 4. It's a very, very good game. I liked it a lot personally. It barely made it into this presentation because we only played it in January, or finished it in January. It gets a 9. It's a very, very good game. If you like anime tropes and JRPGs, couldn't recommend this more. I love this whole slideshow. Excellente. Excellente. As I say, this is like when Dave is bored at work. What can Dave do in downtime? We're gonna make more presentations, damn it. Then we did Captain Spirit. Now Captain Spirit it's kind of a weird one where I feel like I liked it a lot as a game, but I think it's, how do I put it? I think on its own it's still a very nice and unique experience, but I can't say I was overly wowed by it, and I think I have a feeling that'll be the general experience I get from a lot of it's Don't Nod, right, that made this game and Life is Strange. I think Life is Strange 1 was so good for me that it's a hard act to follow. And that's fine. But in this case, I as a free one-off game, totally fine. Very, very good for what it is. And yeah, I thought it was still pretty decent. So gonna give that a 7. Part of me was thinking, what if they did like a Black Mirror kind of deal where you had a Life is Strange season, or a Life is Strange game, but every episode was like this, where it was one set individual character or characters, and it sort of had like their own, their own little thing going on. And seeing like what they could do in a one-off kind of circumstance got me thinking, like, yeah, that they could do something like kind of Black Mirror, have it as like a proper series. But yeah, I think this played well to Life is Strange too, but it didn't grab me too much for the story on its own. Yeah, that's the thing. I haven't played Life is Strange 2 yet. That's something I've been meaning to get around to. But from what I've only played this and Before the Storm, and both of those, it compared to I mean, Life is Strange 1's phenomenal. It gets like a close to a 10 on my personal ratings. Only like one game has a 10. But this gets like Life is Strange 1 gets like a 9.5. It's very good. Yeah, this was like a previous release to drum up the hype. I see. Got ya. Anyway, Captain Spirit. It was a good standalone thing. It was a good one-off stream. It was good. Then we have this. Where do I begin with Dark Souls? So, Captain Spirit was a 2-hour experience. It got a 7. This was a 56-hour experience. It still got a 7. I think this was the stepping stone to indicate I don't like FromSoft games much, or maybe remotely. But I think if I don't look at it as just like another FromSoft thing that's been, I guess I think the thing with me is that I feel like the FromSoft games, that they're very, very similar, and I can't see much replay value in playing more than one of them, if that makes sense. I feel like if you played one, you've probably played most of them, especially with Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, and Sekiro. I feel like each of those, granted a few mechanics might change, but I think at their core they're very similar. And I think therefore I only need to play one to get a gist of if I'd like the other two. So this is probably that. I love Dark Souls. It's just not for me, right? I completely respect that people love it, but and I will say that the music and the world and many more aesthetic aspects of it, I did really, really enjoy. But I think its gameplay is where it kind of annoys me, because it's, how do I put this without tilting people? I've said this to Joel. I think me and Joel have talked about this a lot, and Joel's probably sick of me saying this. But I think a game that's like considered to be such a difficult and arduous game to begin with should at least feel fair, and I feel like from a game from 2016 especially, hitboxes were not good. And I feel like the excuse of that's just Dark Souls doesn't gel well with me. So because of that, for example, a game, maybe this is a poor comparison, but like, and I know that Cuphead kind of got dubbed as the Dark Souls of platformers or whatever, which is a term I hate, by the way. But Cuphead at least seems fair consistently. Like in Cuphead, I'd be like, okay, I died because I did something. In Dark Souls, there are many occasions where I died because the game was just like, what was that? What was that? You tried to hit me while I'm mid animation. Well, too bad. I'm not taking damage right now. And stuff like that. So I think for me, I think it's just the gameplay loop. I think that's the thing. Also, is just it's not for me. But in many ways, I understand that the appeal. I understand why people like it. But Dark Souls 3 is just, it still gets a 7. That's pretty good going. Anything above a 5, it means I liked it, and I did enjoy it. But Dark Souls is one of the things where I feel like I went into it quite critical anyway. And the fact it still got a 7 was pretty good going. Is all I will say. When I have my mind set on something, I tend to ride that home. But I was quite open with this still, I think. Apart from the 6 hours we spent on the final fight, but we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. No, it's fine. Dark Souls took us till June, but something we started after we started Dark Souls but beat quickly was Devil May Cry. This game, this will take like a good chunk of the stream, by the way, so apologies if you feel robbed for Miitopia content. I should probably have it on just chatting right now, shouldn't I? You know what, I'm gonna speed through this. I'll make it quicker. Devil May Cry, if you like silly anime tropes from the early 2000s and you like a game that doesn't take itself seriously but is quite clunky gameplay wise, then this is your thing. It's it's kind of like hack and slash button mash kind of thing. It's interesting. I personally thought it was pretty good, but I think in some ways it was quite lackluster as well, and that's why it got a 6. I still enjoyed like a good chunk of it, but it wasn't really for me. Stanley Parable gets an 8. I wasn't sure when it came out, so Google said 2011, but Steam said 2013. So was the original Stanley Parable out in because it was a Half-Life 2 mod or something, right? It was something like that. Was it a Gary's mod? I can't remember. It was some kind of mod for something, but I think maybe the 2011 release was that, and then the actual game came out in 2013 as like a standalone. I don't actually know, but either way, I put both dates here. Stanley Parable is great. I can't really say much about it without ruining it, but it's a very fun experience as like a one. I think is there an ultimate version of that game coming out soon? There's like there's something coming to do with the Stanley Parable I saw, um, which is neat. Stanley Parable, I recommend it. It's very good. Um, oh right. Well, we haven't finished this one yet. In fact, we're meant to be playing this right now, but Miitopia, I think I'm gonna give it an 8. Remastered with added content, I think. Interesting, okay. More endings, maybe? Hmm? Got ya, okay. But anyway, a remastered, I mean, I don't know if... I guess a game could do with a remaster. I don't know if they're gonna be... Do you think they'll give it out for free to people? Yeah, so it's an 8 out of 10 pending, which is why it's grayed out as an 8. I think Miitopia has been a very fun experience. It's stupid. You're about to see how stupid it can be. In probably, I'm probably gonna say 15 minutes. I'm probably gonna be here for a bit yet. But yeah, it's a great game. All I will say, like any kind of warning with any Nintendo product out there is expect it to be a great thing, or at least this is a bit of bias coming out. Expect the game to be good, but the price tag will be punishing. So you've got to really think about if you want to commit like 40 to 50 pounds on a Nintendo game, especially if it's like Dread, where I'm sure it's a very good game, but do you want to be spending that much on an 8-hour experience? Just with a Nintendo game, I'd always weigh out like like money for hours kind of thing, you know. Um, but this has been very good, and it's got quite a bit of replay value too if you're looking for that kind of thing, and it's very casual. So I like it for that. Spiritfarer I finished off stream, but we started on stream. That's an 8. I think my biggest complaint with this, and I've talked to Ray about this before, but it felt like it should have ended like 20 hours before it did. And that's all I will say about Spiritfarer. It's a phenomenal game. I loved it, but I felt like it should have ended way before it did. And that's probably all I'll say about Spiritfarer. It's worth playing. I think if you're looking for something just to do in the background, especially, it's very good. But that's the bottom line with Spiritfarer. Kingdom Hearts, my boy. This is purely nostalgia fueling this one. Donald, Sora, and Goofy, my boys, the trio. That gets a 9. It gets a 9. I know. Some people are like, why? Why do you do this? Why do you do this, Dave? Why do you like this game? But I don't care. This is my nostalgia. Disney and Square Enix. The boys, exactly. KY, how you doing? So yeah, the boys. Speaking of I haven't seen the boys, but didn't that get a new trailer recently? That was a thing, right? That was something that came out. Anyway, where was I? It Takes Two. Now, this game was really good for a number of reasons. I won't say too much about it because I know that Ray and Ali, you guys are playing it soon, right? But it's honestly, I love this game. I think this is my game of the last year, just because The Boys is incredible. Yeah, it's on my watch list. It's one of the few things on Amazon that sort of sparked my interest a few times for sure. Tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, Ali was telling me about that. But no, this game really, really good. I think in terms of, honestly, you know what? If you're interested and you want to see what I'm talking about, go watch Ali and Ray play it tomorrow. I'll leave it at that for It Takes Two, but I love this game. It's very, very good. And the company I had tilted me for sure, as most interactions with that man generally lead to me getting generally annoyed. But he's an alright dude, ultimately. I'm joking, Mark, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mark. Anyway, moving on. Amnesia the Dark Descent. I think for me, I gave it an 8. I kind of stand with that as well. I think part of me was thinking maybe I drop it to a 7. I think just as a fundament, it really reinforced the fact that I like psychological horror in horror games. And I think because I'd played Soma before this, actually. But yeah, Amnesia's is great. I think it's Dark Descent. I should clarify. But yeah, Amnesia's a good time. I think in some ways it's a bit dated, but I think if you're a PC player, it's quite second nature, I suppose is the best way of putting it. I can see it maybe not translating so well to people that aren't used to PC controls, so I probably wouldn't recommend it, for example, if you're looking for a first horror PC experience. But for the sake of, like, if you're already well indoctrinated into how to, play with a mouse and a keyboard, and I guess sort of figuring out if horror is your thing and you're sick and tired of Freddy Fazbear jumping out of a cupboard and screaming at you, yeah, this is actually pretty good compared to that. Anyway, moving on. Firewatch was phenomenal. If you couldn't tell, generally speaking, I give games pretty high ratings. Even if it's just a little thing that really, really makes me happy about it, I tend to give it a pretty high rating because I loved it. Firewatch, I don't think I've played much like it before, and I think that might be the reason why it sticks out. Have you given anything a 10 out of 10 yet? I haven't, no. The only game, again, personal bias, I don't really give many things 10 out of 10, but the only game, I guess 3 games I'd given 10 out of 10. Oh, that's kind of difficult. That is kind of difficult. Okay, so I'll start with a game that some people probably know, but many people are like, lol, what? And that's Mother 3. I adore Mother 3. I think it might be my favorite game. Then I think Final Fantasy VII Remake might be up there. I know that might be like, lol, what? It's not finished, but I love the remake. And that's just from watching it as well. I haven't even played it yet. And recently I've been playing through Final Fantasy IX properly, and I probably would give that a 10 as well. I've been enjoying that a lot. I'm nearly done with Disc 3. It's been so good. I love the world. I love everything about Final Fantasy IX. So good. Counting down top 10 now. But yeah, Firewatch, it gets a 9. I think this was one where, I was saying this before, but it barely got a 9. A part of me was thinking, does it get a high 8? Either a 9? I think just because it's so unique to me, and I felt that the characters were so good, I think it sort of cements that for me, and I like it because of that. Now, I just need to check, okay, no, he's not watching. Let's just talk about this now, right? I fucking hated this game, and I never want to talk about it again, and we're leaving it at that. Yeah? I'm sorry for the language out of nowhere, I'm sorry for the rage, but I don't want to talk about this game ever again. It angered me. Fucking hell. Do you like the edit? It's a really poor edit, but it's... yeah, that'll do. Donald and Goofy were the best part of this game. I just... hot take, I haven't played it. Okay. It's just... I'll move on, but anyway... It's one of those games where I feel like it's appealing to people that... I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I've tried to think about this game so much. I tried to forgive so much about it. a game that forces you into having like for shaming you for choices you never had is kind of piss poor in my opinion, and that's very much what Spec Ops: The Line felt like consistently. I just know that people tend to love it. A lot of people do, and I know that's a really controversial opinion. It did cement the fact that I don't like third person cover shooter games a lot, because I haven't really played many of them before. So I think that might have also been it. So yeah, I don't know. It might just be partly a genre thing. I think it just feels very clunky. But for reference as well, I never grew up on the PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360 era of games. I came back to them at a later date. So for a lot of people, this is an era they look back on fondly, right? The Spec Ops: The Line era. But for me, I have no like attachment. I was playing Nintendo games and Team Fortress 2. If that puts, to be fair, TF2 is probably like for some people that's probably considered a 2 out of 10, right? I can't really be taken seriously. But anyway, I just didn't like Spec Ops: The Line. It just wasn't for me. Serious Sam, the first encounter, we beat this the other day. Was a 7, went down to a 6. The final fight was awful. I'm sorry, Joel. I know you're here. But yeah, it's yeah, it's the final fight brought it down a whole point because it just wasn't well thought through, and we were there for like a good 40 minutes. Like, lol, what? This be clunky. How do you fit? How do you kill? Anyway, that was sorry, Serious Sam. I think overall, again, it just doesn't take itself seriously, and I like that about Serious Sam, despite the fact it's got serious in the title. But we forget about that. Anyway, I've seen screenshots from the second encounter, and I'm more excited for that one. So we might do that at some point. Wonder Song, another 9. I know, genuinely a really cute game. I'm not gonna say much about the story, but just go play it for yourself. I loved it a lot. I think the only thing I will say is that in places it's a bit buggy. No like bugs that will completely prevent you from playing the game or like soft lock you per se, but definitely some bugs in there that might, I don't know. It's mainly just like for a split second something might be a bit off, and then it will go back. Gameplay wise, it was pretty consistent. It was pretty good. Yeah, if you like a mixture of rhythm and platformer games with a kind of Earthboundy kind of story, to be honest, it's very similar in some ways to Earthbound. But yeah, I thought it was a good time. Thought it was a good time. Right, finally, I can't believe it took me 30 fucking minutes. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry it took me this long to get through this spreadsheet, this slideshow. Right, future, I'm gonna blitz through this, okay? So, this is gonna be cleanup month. I know what's coming. Well, do you, Joel? Do you? I've made some changes. So cleanup month. We'll be finishing Miitopia. God forbid I actually finish this slideshow today. We'll be beating Miitopia at some point this week coming up. I can't guarantee when, but hopefully this week we'll get it done. Then primarily it'll be Kingdom Hearts. Great, no rush. Okay. Anyway, Kingdom Hearts will be yeah, Kingdom Hearts will take up a good chunk of the rest of January up, but I don't think we're gonna beat it this month. And I also need to do this monstrosity down here at some point, which I'm debating on if I do like a long, a quote unquote long stream for this as well. I don't think I can beat it at one sitting, and we might not even beat it, but I want to give getting over it a semi, a semi decent amount of time in the limelight, you know. Next month we're committing to a biggie. I think this might end up being bigger than Persona 4. On stream potentially, but we'll see what happens. It depends on how far I go with it. You have my attention. Yeah, it's getting over it is going to be an interesting one. I will definitely need to get some like alcohol as something to treat me through that. But that's fine. Yeah, The Witcher 3 will be sort of focusing mainly on this for a couple of months, I will say. As like the main game, probably February and March I've got in mind, and then we'll be finishing off Kingdom Hearts on the side. The Witcher Season 2, otherwise known as March, we'll be starting a Joel game. I'm gonna dub it a Joel game because it's something Joel's very excited about. But in March, probably closer to the end of March, and on the days where I'm not playing The Witcher, we'll be playing Trippy. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. I'm probably not going to attempt to read that title every single time I see it, so we're going to say Danganronpa. But yeah, it's wild. I hope you like it. I probably will. I'm looking forward to it. I've never played anything that's just a visual novel. Persona, of course, has elements of it, but it's more it's got dungeons and JRPG stuff, right? So it's sort of it's a mixture of things. Anyway, April we're changing over to Weebs Are Us, and we're doing Trigger Happy Havoc. And then The Witcher will be a consistent thing every Wednesday. Sort of what I have an idea for April. I can't. What did I put in May? May. And I should probably note The Witcher will probably be more demoted to a long stream, but it'll be set on one day each week. So it'll probably be like a 3 to 4 hour Witcher stream on a Wednesday, for example. But then the rest of the week would be something else. So because I still want to give The Witcher quite a bit of time. Now it's Star Wars month in May, and this game fits just about in a month as long as I stream every day that I want to be streaming. It might be a bit of a ballsy play, but I want to fit this in for May alongside The Witcher, and we will be having a potential break from Danganronpa if we don't beat it. Sort of my mindset. But we might beat it in April depending, so we will see. I have a safety net in mind if we don't beat it, and I'll come to that in a bit. But for May, the main game will be Jedi Fallen Order. I can't believe I'm doing this, man. In June, or Junez, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm starting something I'm gonna absolutely hate, and that's Sonic Adventure DX. And this game, Sonic's one of those things where I love it, but I also hate it so much, and I think it will just be quite entertaining to play. And I have Trigger Happy Havoc here again, in case we end up like overrunning. And then on top of that, July is going to be cleanup month 2, Boogaloo. This will just be a month where I try and finish up anything we haven't properly beaten. So these 3, and I think that will be the month where I make the decision on, do I decide to properly finish The Witcher this month and end it, or do I keep going further? So we'll be doing The Witcher till July at the very least, and then we might go on even longer than that depending. But we'll see what happens. I'm gonna need to get a drink after this, I'm gonna be honest, I'm talking a lot more than I thought I'd be. Then I'm trying to remember what's next. Oh, next it's good actually. I mean, not that it's been bad, I think we've got some good things coming up, but next, I'm finally playing something I've wanted to play for a couple of years. Well, a year. Actually, no, it has nearly been a couple of years at this point. We're doing Rod Stiff and the Gang, the game. The remake of that game. And I will be playing Intergrade as well. And that will be for 2 months. So that will be September and August. We'll be playing that as like the main game. And if we don't beat that and Intergrade in that time, we will then be having Midgar Monday and Witcher Wednesday as a continued feature. And in October, the game will be Resident Evil Village. November, we will then get on to Cyberpunk, which is something my lord, I don't know. Cyberpunk's gonna be interesting, but okay, we'll do it. We'll do it. And then Shitmas is Shitmas. When we hit December, I don't know what's gonna happen, but these are the 3 guarantees. And that's the continuation of The Grinch. Of course, Santa's Rampage, and A game I forgot what we played in 2019 was Elf. And I forgot how awful that was as well, and I feel like we should probably go back to Elf. So that's on there too. And that was it. That concludes my TED Talk, or whatever you want to call this. Yeah, that's it. That's the presentation, everyone. It only took 40 minutes. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Anyway, should we actually play Miitopia now? GG, good presentation, thank you. It was a little bit self-indulgent, I will say, but I felt like I wanted something to highlight the year to an extent, you know. My capture card might have crashed, that's good. Let's see. Capture card, hello? Hello? We alive? I think we're alive. Okay, now I need to do this. As you can tell, I am fully prepared for this, and it's totally okay. Oh, I need to get rid of that, that would help. But anyway, yeah, so we got some big stuff coming up. I'm looking forward to it, actually. It's gonna be good. But there are a couple of games in there that might get the chop, potentially. I'm mainly thinking Jedi Fallen Order if we're really struggling for time. I think that's the one that's most likely to get the chop. But we'll see what happens, you know. Should have done all of this before the stream, eh? How professional of me. Okay, we might have to do a screen capture. Because it looks like the old game capture ain't doing it. Sure. Any luck? Hello? Okay, that seemed to work. Can we not do that? Okay, we might have to do a screen capture for this one. That's fine. That's fine. Right, so Miitopia. I've actually been doing a bit of prep for Miitopia off stream, is all I will say as well. So we've been... Last time we played Oh, hello. Wow, what a setup. I don't know where that came from. Did you see that? Can we get that again? Oh, we can. Capture card, hello? Damn, look at this. We got a... we got a nice little, Oh, okay. Anyway, let's move on. But anyway, yeah, I've been doing some prep off stream. How's everything sounding? We all good? I think we should be all good. Alright, thank you, Sonic. Oh, here we go. Okay, so let's, So I was doing some leveling up while we were gone. We should probably introduce you to... It's been 2 months, I think, since we played this last. Here's Dave. Dave is a princess, just so you know. Yep. Good, just so you're caught up to speed, our horse is called Damon for no reason in particular. And yeah, I've just been trying to get as many, because there are tons and tons of areas we hadn't been to. Sure, I mean, we got a lot of money, might as well get an upgrade. Yeah, there were tons and tons of areas that we missed when we were playing through the game earlier. So I spent a good chunk of, like, the last couple of days going back and getting any money that we might have missed, or any, like, treasure chests or anything like that, so we should be, like, completely caught up to date now. I've also got a lot of food prepared for when we get party members back. What else has happened? So last time, I don't even remember, but all of our friends have been stolen. You know, in true Miitopia fashion. And it's now up to us to get them back. That is currently the plot. Now I believe we've got some of them back already. I can't remember who we got back from last time or not. Did we get all of you back, or just... or was it just Jessica? It might have only been Jessica. It's also a different selection of people each time as well, so... For example, we didn't have Jessica, Dan, and Homer as the original lineup, as like our first party. But they're all back now. Okay, the frame rates are really dying. What's happening? Wow, Switch, are we good? My lord, okay. Frame rates help. Okay, and now we have Jessica back. Cool. We now have a mage again, which is good. We know where Dan's face is? We get that next. Okay, let's do that. And then who else is there? There's Homer. Okay, you're miles away. I don't know if we're gonna get to you anytime soon. That's fine. Oh, there's like a... yeah, let's not deal with you yet. You seem somewhat scary. Went intermediate last time. Should we try pro? Oh, this might be over quickly. So I can't remember what level was that party. Yeah, they were kind of decent level-wise. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Are you serious? Did we just get a... okay. Well then, that just happened. That was good. That's fun, you know? That was good. Seemed very fair. That's it, we're reminiscing on all of those times we had together. Do you remember, Damon? Oh, okay, okay, Jessica, that's fine. You do you. That's fine. Yep, it's fine. Now we just got you a new outfit, Dave. What is this? Dave's so needy. What the hell? Dave, how could you? Screw it. Let's go with that. Okay, maybe we should try... Let's try the beginner one then. Wonder how do we get to the other area then? I just forget how weird some of these enemies look too. Like, this lad's got a thing going. The twerkies were a thing, do you guys remember that? Weird shit. Then again, whenever it pans over to Danny DeVito's face, it is just sort of like... It's just a reminder to say, yeah, I'm just as bad. Twerky forehead, what do you mean, Joel? We don't... We don't remember such things here, no. We wipe them from our brains, no? Getting close to 1,000 people rescued though. That's pretty good. Wait, did we never beat the intermediate path? Maybe we didn't. Oh, it's Link, here we go. We do before... Practice before we were married? Wow. I'm glad Link and Zelda are getting on okay. You know, they're very happy to be together, right? Yep. Oh, I forgot all about this shit, okay. That's fine. It's fine, you know? Oh yeah, we have like tons of food now as well. We can actually like try out some stuff on people. Yeah, let's give that to Jessica. Okay, I guess you can have that too. And then, well, Davey. Dave's a fussy little bastard. Yeah, go on, have some. Oh, no. Okay, that's fine. Dave can have some cake. Very cool. And what else? Now, have you tried everything here? No, okay. Okay, we nearly killed you, but that's fine. Guys, need anything? You want a new weapon? Of course you want that, look at it. That's like the most Dave thing I've ever seen. Going for that Monopoly money fan. I respect it. So now we've done that, yeah, okay. I think this is where it said Dan was, right? You can find that runabout and steal it. That's it, we're back to making the same Dan jokes over and over again, because that's all we have for the character. Wonder if I find Dan's face soon. Seems good, yeah. What have people been playing at the moment? Ray, I've seen you've been playing a bit more of the Pathless after you beat it on the stream. I remember you saying you wanted to go back and play more. Joel, I know you've been playing Mass Effect 2. Oh, here he is. It's Dan, everyone. Here he is. His final form. Been playing Deathloop, it's fine. Fine out of 10, okay. Deathloop's one of the things that sort of like, I feel like I'd enjoy it. But I'm also somewhat on the fence about it. I don't really know why. Because I personally like Dishonored quite a bit, but I'm aware that it's not Dishonored really, right? It's a bit different. Do you think it was, I mean, granted, the Game Awards are complete arse, but do you think it was deserving of all the awards it won there? Not that the awards mean anything, but I mean, it's pretty much Dishonored, which is my problem with it. Got ya? Dishonored, but with less levels. Oh, okay. It's high tea. What does this do? No, we don't need to do that yet. Do the Royal Wave. No, that's fair play. I don't know, it didn't look terrible from what I saw, but I also feel like I'd be a little bit conflicted with it. I think it's kind of boring. Squandered its premise, okay. Surprisingly linear, that's the bit that I'm like the most sad to hear, because it painted itself to be quite open, right? Which is kind of like, or at least in like ways that you handled situations, it seemed to be quite an open game. At least that's what the trailers gave me the impression of. So to hear that, it's kind of bad. Land mechanics, yeah, that also doesn't help. I assume most of them are literally just reskin Dishonored mechanics as well, right? That's probably another thing. There's a lot of ways to approach situations. Got ya, got ya. Oh, okay, got ya, got ya. Yeah, I feel like for that kind of game, it can't be that handholdy, so I can understand why that's not like super great thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't dislike hand-holding stuff to an extent, but I do still like a bit of a mystery behind it, you know what I mean? Or at least, if the game was going to tell you how to do it, you should at least spend a little bit of time, like, I don't know, like, for example, I don't know how the game works exactly, but if you take out a guards and they have like I don't know, something on them that indicates like a weakness for like a set area or something like that, right? Like if it starts out quite sort of open and big, but then you do something that makes it a lot more clear on what you need to do, I don't mind it in that kind of essence, but like, if it's literally telling you what to do out the gate, then that's kind of bad. For some reason I pictured it kind of working like Hitman, but I've never played a Hitman game properly, so I can't really make that comparison. Maybe that's more where I'm getting the idea of it being like, or at least getting the idea of it potentially being more creative regarding how you approach situations, but yeah, I don't know. Right, okay, got you, got you. Got you, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that then. That sounds like as you put it earlier, that sounds like, I don't know, very, as you say, like handholdy, and railroady especially. Like, yeah, I don't know. Almost to the extreme as well. Like, you'd at least expect some mystery, right? I'll be honest, it's been, how many years has it been since I played Dishonored? It's probably been like 7 years since I played Dishonored. But I can't remember that being that handholdy. It might have had like a waypoint for where you needed to be, but in terms of dealing with areas, it was like, I remember it being pretty like open to you dealing with it. However, yeah, this sounds just, I could be wrong about that, to be fair. My memory of that game is kind of lacking, to be honest. But yeah, that's a shame to hear, to be honest. KY, I was, in my head I was like, surely like it must be pretty, you know, it's probably quite smart with the way it deals with it, and there probably is like a lot of options, but the fact it builds it for you to an extent is kind of, I don't know. When you say constructing the loop for you though, is there like a set order you have to kill them all? Because I really do not know much about this game, to be honest, apart from the general premise of you have certain targets you have to take out, there's somebody else trying to kill you, and when you die you have to start the loop again. That's sort of all I know about it, to be honest, so I might have gotten some bits wrong, but yeah. Here he is. Everyone's favourite thief, Dan. What is wrong with the FPS here? Just The cutscenes just give up. I'm kind of sad about that. Time to invest in the Switch OLED, everyone, you know? Okay, so we've got to find Homer. Okay, we probably, yeah. Should be quite straightforward then, as long as we don't get murdered. Overall level structure is a little underwhelming too. Yeah, no, go for it, go for it. Right, I see, okay. Yeah, I'm just thinking about what you said. I'm trying to think of, like, how... I wonder what sort of led them to that decision. I know in their heads it probably seemed like an easier alternative, maybe, but... ultimately it just doesn't sound very... I don't know, it just... I feel like it could have been executed much better. I think the idea and the concept behind it is really interesting, personally. From all of the trailers, but yeah, from what you've said alone, I'm like, yeah, it's starting to sound maybe like the execution hasn't really paid off in the long run. They didn't want you to feel the time pressure, so they just chunked it up instead of actually connecting the levels and making it all real time. I think I would have liked the real time thing more though. I think, at least for me personally, that seems more like, I don't know. I'm amazed it's not even like an option. I understand if like there were different ways to play, if that makes sense. So it's like you could either play it chunked or just as a one consistent like stream, one consistent loop, I should probably say. But the fact there's no, yeah, the fact it's like segmented like that, I don't know how I feel about that. Oh really? It's like it's full on Activision mode with the loadout screen. We love to hear it. I can understand the want for the timey-wimey, like, I don't know, like a currency system like that sort of solves a lot of the game's problems with ways of combating, like, or at least being like, even if you fail loops, at least you're getting something from like a rerun, right? I can understand why it's done, but when it's mostly single player, oh, but it's you can get. I don't actually know, but is the person tracking you down another player, or is that an AI? That's something else I was meaning to ask. When you say mostly single player, I assume that means that the other person can be a person. It's like invasion. It's the invasion thing that happens occasionally, like in Dark Souls. Okay, got ya. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter, it's dead anyway, but... yeah, I could see that being more unfair. In a game like that especially. I think in Dark Souls at least there's certain rules you have to, like... In Dark Souls, I mean, I turned off raiding in my playthrough, and we did have to deal with one AI raid. I mostly only had one AI raid or anything like that throughout the whole playthrough. But, yeah, it's... in that game at least it felt like they couldn't just completely wreck you and you couldn't do anything about it. I mean, no, I take that back. They probably could do that. But what I mean more is, like... I don't know. It seems less fair in the example you're giving. But then again, Dark Souls probably... if I played it with the ability for people to raid me and so on, then I probably would have been more angry and raged at the game and probably given it a 2. But probably not, but that's an extreme. But you know what I mean? Like, it's... especially if it's like a really cheap spot as well, where they can just snipe you from it. You have no chance of like getting to them in time or hitting them or whatever. It's... are they still published? This might be a silly question, but are they still published by Bethesda? They are, aren't they? I guess technically Bethesda's owned by Microsoft now, but I guess Bethesda's still their parent. I don't know how it works, to be honest. I'm winging it on that assumption, but... Right, okay, I see. So they just instantly have an advantage for knowing where you are. Yeah, that... I don't know, that just sounds like another obstacle that the player doesn't need. Gotta go. Ray and I are going to play some play a board game. No worries. Have fun, guys. And yeah, I'll catch you guys soon. All the best. And thank you for encouraging me not to get Deathloop, because it was something I was genuinely on the fence about, so you've given me some insight. Thank you, KY. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. I'm just about. Do I? We're about to get a healer back as well, aren't we? I hadn't thought of that. That'll be good because Homer has some good healing. I don't know why I always resort to Homer. Why not? Oh, so something I can talk about is, apart from the fact I've been watching Get Ready to Judge, I've been watching a good chunk of My Hero Academia. Me and Joel talked about this off stream. And Joel, I don't know if you've watched it yet, but I did. I watched Drop Dead Fred. It's utter shit. It's so bad. It was like, no, it was the right, we had the right kind of idea, Joel, where it's so awful, it makes a great, like, piss-up movie. If we ever do a thing, like, and we need, like, a bad film, it's ideal. But it is garbage, it is genuinely terrible. Like, Rick Mayall does not suit, like, that kind of movie. And he feels so, like, forced in there as well. Like, it's... oh. Oh. So yeah, have fun with that. Have fun with that. If you choose to watch it, granted, you might be a sensible person and then choose not actually to waste your time with such things, but... But yeah, that was interesting. Still need food? I thought you were full. Oh no, you're not. Okay, never mind. My bad. Yeah, Drop Dead Fred. I think I gave it a 3 purely because it's like, it's shit, but it's entertaining. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. But yeah, that's that's been me. I mean, literally all I've been doing is I've watched My Hero Academia for like the last week, and that's it. And I watched one of the movies that comes with that show, and I might be a little bit hooked. Oh, you've forgotten what Homer looks like. How could you? Merge. Just remember Merge. How's ME2 going, Joel? What you up to? And you're playing RimWorld as well, right? RimWorld at the moment, yeah. Oh, here he is. Burning Homer Golem. Here he is. You know, this is how you remember Homer, right? Uh-oh. Oh shit, okay. Okay, DeVito does seem kind of busted, not gonna lie. Does seem a bit OP to just have him heal us on the sidelines constantly, but I'll take it. Can we do a wait, can we make Homer dance? Let's see. Nope. Never mind. Enlarge weapons? What the hell? Wait, Squidward's house. Look, there it is. Oh wow, okay. We're just being absolutely carried by Jessica right now. And then she nearly died again. I feel like it might be a good time to heal me and Dan. And then we can give some people sprinkles if they need them. Actually, I've got an ability that can give out sprinkles, but... Not sprinkles, sorry, MP. We can deal with that another time, that's fine. Right, let's just keep doing Royal Wave, because that's the only thing that does proper damage. Actually, does it do the same as my base attack? I don't actually know. I can't remember. Oh shit. Okay, well we don't have any other revives or anything, so we've got to play it careful. Let's try a normal attack. Oh, I did just as much. Oh, we got him though. Good shit. Homer. I need to stop saying Homer. Homer. Let's go with Homer. Homer. Of all three people, that's right. Lots of our friends are still trapped, that's right. Our, you know, our one to be, our Kermit the Frog. He's nowhere to be seen. Oh look, here he is. It's Villager, everyone. The postman. Do you remember him? I don't. We got a letter. Who's it from? The whole new genie. That's right. His moustache is still coming out of his mouth, but that's fine. That's all good. To pop by and see him sometime. Ah. I wonder if you can get new character interactions if you go back to certain places. Like if we go back to Link and Zelda, will they have the will they have a divorce? Is that gonna be a thing? Oh, okay. Don't tell Kermit. Ooh. Time for a new look. Uh-oh. Dan? What's gonna happen? What? Wow. Sure, why not? What the odds he stole that wig? I need to stop. I need to stop. Well, I'm only level 3 with Dan. Wow, I barely spent time with this person. What looks good? Do that. And probably need the attack more. Oh, we're getting crackled. Are you serious? I was literally just thinking, oh, we've been crackleless this whole time. And then it's like, bam, guess what? I've been in hiding. Been waiting for my chance. Dave, why do you hate everything? My god, you are so hard to work with, Dave. I swear to Christ. Right. Sure. Right, let's go get Homer. Homer. Name is Homer. His name is Robert Paulson. His name is Homer Simpson. Do you remember that? Wait, is it Robert Paulson? The Fight Club? The Meatloaf, right? That's the thing? Fight Club? I said his name is Robert Paulson. That's the chant they all make, right? There were 9 of us when we fled from the Dark Lord's castle? Oh, okay. Of course, they all got, like, trapped together, I remember. It is, yeah. Good, good. I wonder, can we take this guy on? Can we take on me? Oh, I should have done the other one. My bad. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Everybody's dead. Okay. This is okay. Homer, get up. Okay, well there goes Homer. No, Ravington might be able to just continuously cure us, actually. We might be in luck. That attack doesn't seem to do too much to me. Pretty good. Yeah, I might actually live this. Barely. Okay. Probably kill you. There we go, there's one. Fine, they only attack twice. Hey, we got him. I wasn't expecting that to work, but okay. Oh, okay. I think you're closest to leveling. Wait, how's everyone looking? Okay, everyone's good health-wise. You tried a different route, right? There was the, these other routes. I'm curious on where these... The fact we failed on the intermediate one indicates that we might have just needed more people at the time, I'm not too sure. How did we die here? Okay. Oh no, we didn't die here, we died further up. That makes more sense. More sense? My voice is going. I should have got a drink really when I finished the presentation. Hey no. Hey, we hit 1,000. Rescued 1,000 people. Okay, these things are scary, to be fair. Yeah, we just need to take this thing down quickly. How close are you to the end? Well, you gotta find the other 6 party members and beat a final boss, I assume. So we're probably still like a good, you know, 5 or 6 streams away, maybe. Maybe not that long, maybe 4 or 5. 4 or 5 tops, I think. But I believe this is like the final stretch, so I think we're getting there. I guess it depends on how far away this castle is or not. It might be quite close for all I know. What does that mean? Oh, okay, we got a sprinkles upgrade. Very cool. We must get another upgrade though, right? Nope, never mind. Never mind. Oh. Oh. Be who you want to be? You and your team can now change jobs at will? Excellent. Okay, this is actually good. Right, real talk. Sounds broken, it does. Okay, well, I could be... You know what that means? Don't you? You know what this means. Right. Question time. Do we want to return to Furry Dave? Princess? Or Rock Popstar? I feel like any one of those is, you know, change jobs at the inn. Well, in that case, I think with the party we've got, we can try and, like... Any? How do we do that? Can we do that with under team? I can't remember what they said already. I'm terrible. Change job, here we go. Well, Dan has to stay a thief, right? There's no way he can't be. I mean, he has a runabout the steal. We could change Jessica to a pop star. I feel like that could work. She'd be level 1 again, it said though. Because that at least is like more in line with her character than a mage, but she would be level 1. Sure, why not? Let's do that. I think that works. Homer, I think Homer's a good chef. Now the real question is, do we go furry or not? This is a question I'm never gonna ask again. I mean, look at the other options, right? Furry or broke, yeah. Oh, it remembers. Oh my god, it remembers. Okay, that's good though. It remembers what level you have with certain people, so you don't like... You can change it at any point. I like that actually, that's really cool. So it remembers I'm a level 10 furry, is basically what I'm saying. I think that works better. Let's go back to being, yeah, let's go back to being that. We'll keep the makeup too, why not? Why not? My god, can I get a different outfit for Dave though, please? My lord. Okay, Homer wants... Yeah, go for it. New outfit for Homer. Wait, who else wanted something? Do you want a new knife? Yeah, go for it. Okay. It's weird with Jessica, she ends up looking like Voldemort when the when the lips go away. It's a real character change. I like it though. Maybe we should have kept her as a mage. Okay, who wants food? Okay, does everyone here hate this? Okay, no you don't, you're good. you're still... I feel like you need to properly level up on everything again. Probably a good idea. We're actually not too bad on most things, Homer, believe it or not. Let's leave it there though. And you want to spend time with Dave, okay? There's something about Dan late. Oh no. How is that true? That's right. He did indeed love her father's money. How sad indeed, yeah. Uh-oh, he heard. He heard. He knows, he's been listening. Right, let's... Sure, these two will probably get on okay. Let's do that. It's neat though that you're able to change roles with anybody. Like, do something totally different. I like that. That's actually a really good thing. Oh, we can go see the gourmet. The gourmet? The gourmet? The gourmet. Oh, of course it's fucking Garfield and pizza. I eat John, it's what I do. This fucking game. Some geothermal pizza, everyone. Very cool, thank you. Thank you, Garfield. Bon appetit indeed. Right, let's proceed. So we're going to be leveling Jessica here a lot, I think. So the others are going to have to carry a lot of the stuff. Regarding, like, just getting hit. Now we can do things you couldn't do by yourself. You can help each other, very true. And get in really big fights with each other, also very true. And hide behind behind others if things get a bit scary, very true, yeah. All of these things are very true, very good. I'm glad to see the camaraderie's, you know, just as high as it was before, with people being cowards and all of that jazz, you know? Pretty good. Uh-oh. What? What? What is this? Okay. Okay, Dan is just tripping us all up now. What an asshole. Dan has turned against us. We must slay him. We must sacrifice him. Okay, you're gonna catch up very quickly level-wise, I think. Hmm. Go with that. Oh damn, that was pretty good. Bubble bath, here he is. That's it, the #1 beauty in the elven retreat. That's right, bubble bass, everyone. You thick. He do be. That's what makes him so powerful. That and his ability to hide pickles under his tongue. Before anything, when anyone's thinking, what the fuck are we talking about? That's basically all he's known for in the show. Wait, did he just say so guzzle away? What did I miss? He talking about bananas? Oh, got a present for Homer. What is it? A spoon, nice. Okay, that's an interesting pour, Dave, but I respect it. Go for it. Dan, what are you doing? Why are you using fish as weapons now? What is happening? Is it because you got a letter from Bubble Bass? Is that why? He's actually using the newscaster from from SpongeBob as a weapon right now. Right now in Bikini Bottom, you know what I mean? The hyper-realistic fish that cast all of the news, that lad. Well, we're getting a big old SpongeBob flashback moment. Don't know what happened. I'll probably end up changing. I might try and start changing them so they keep like a certain style with the outfits they have. So hang on. We go to Dave, for example. Must be able to change gear, right? That must be a thing. Yes, stuff. Already under here. Oh yeah, you can like change everything about it. I forgot how detailed this is. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. We'll do this combo. There we go. And that'll just keep changing weapons, like, as they are. Homer... I like the frying pan, that will stay, of course. I kind of like the basic chef's hat for Homer, and then... maybe the more, like, trashy paper uniform. Jessica doesn't really have any new items yet, I don't think. No, we'll leave that then. Dan can use whatever he wants as a weapon. Doing nothing for the hat. Sure, let's go with that. There we go. Changed up. Okay, people want to eat. We got some pizza. You better love this, you're a cat. Not that cats instantly must love pizza, but Garfield does. Homer probably will. Yeah. Guarantee. And then... could use it on Dave again, actually. Screw it. How careless of me, I know. You know what, it's probably good to get your HP up generally, so it might be a good idea. Keep doing that. Maybe your defense as well, that might be a good call. How many of these do I have? Right, yeah, let's give you one as well. Although you hate it, that's fine. It's fine. Sure, I think you probably need speed, and MP might be a good idea. And defense and speed. Yeah, let's do that as well, why not? Even if it doesn't nearly kill you, that's fine. It's half the fun, right? How are we doing for time? I think I'm going to do a couple more. We might go a little bit over 12 today. I'm going to get in here and see what's happening with that first, and then see what we're about to get ourselves into. Then I'll make a decision based on that. How much we continue, but we'll probably only do a couple more, like, of these, and then I'll call it for today. A griffin? We have to defeat it. It doesn't have its face stuck to it right now. But it's harmless. Ah, that's it, be free. Free little griffin. Gonna come back as Buckbeak and it's gonna save us. Oh, you know, what would happen if they do the whole eagle arc? What if that's actually a thing in this game? Where because we saved that one griffin, we'll now all be saved by griffins at the end. Just as we drop, when we drop down into Mount Doom. Like we've been, you know, trusted to do. Well, here are the bad griffins, though. Okay, well, that will obviously go to... yeah. You have a war cry? Oh lord, what's that gonna be? Oh god, what's what did she say in the film? It's like, I'm not bad, I was just drawn that way. How long can I make it? Oh wait, no. No, never really thought about it before. Oh, okay, wait, what? I didn't mean to leave. Oh shit. Never mind. There we go, it's fine, we'll do it another time. I assume I can edit them later down the line. At least it looked like I could, so maybe I'd be able to then. And we always get the horse when we need it, when there's like several of them. Hey. Oh, we get to do that again? Okay. I'll take it. Okay, what do people need? My god, what are these claws you suddenly need? My lord. I mean, go for it, but... They're not really claws, they're not really cat claws anymore, they're like... I think the Terminator would have equipped. Ah, you've seen my cat claws. Pierce them through your art. I think Jessica should probably keep a microphone. That seems very her, so I'll only do the stats for this one. That's fine. Oh, I kind of like the outfit for it. I'll see what it looks like though. Okay, never mind. Not this time then. Not this time. You can get it, but you're not changing your style, mister. Cool, alright, I think we'll do one more run, and then I'll wrap it up, I think. I guess it depends on if we've actually gone into the thing or not. It looks like we have, okay. Right, let's have a look then. Okay, this looks pretty final area E. Let's do this then, and then we'll call it. I think the area after this... Carcaton. Ooh, that's a good name. I like the look of this area, this is cool. You drop your hanky in the lava? Oh no, mate. Burnt to a crisp. That's such a Dan thing to do. I know, right? In that case, maybe I'll hang on to that thing you wanted to borrow. Wow. Jessica just does not trust him anymore. Like, no. You be dropping things in lava, I don't trust you. Damn, that move's pretty good. Help. Who will help? Who hasn't really interacted? I don't think Homer has. Homer did. Wow. Aw. Dan was gonna be the person that did, but okay. Wow, Homer, what an asshole. Homer's too busy thinking about food. That's why. Look at him, he's at the front, he's all cocky. Okay, there's a literal bomb here. That's new. I assume it do some damage? Okay, no. I assume we gotta kill it before it explodes. Maybe that's the idea with that enemy. It's like those lava bomb things from Final Fantasy, you know what I mean? Those things where you've got to kill them before... They're like the weird lava ball things. Are they just called bomb? Are they literally just called bombs? Can't remember what they're called exactly, but it's something like that, right? Yes, they are. Okay, yeah. Oh, does the game know? The game knows. Perfect. I think now it's a weird place to have an inn. If you look at the backdrop, we've got there's a bunch of lava outside, but that's fine. But yeah, I think that now might be a good place to call it. But cool. Anyway, we're back. Miitopia is back. I will be playing this pretty much till we beat it now. So for the next however many days. I will also say that Wednesday might stop being a Dave day, and we might actually do streams again. So we'll be doing nothing but this, pretty much. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Joel, thanks for hanging around, man. Much appreciated. Thank you KY, thank you Ray, thank you Moonlit Lark. Thank you anybody else that stopped by or lurked today. And yeah. I think I'm just gonna end it here. So I'm not gonna send a raid over, but yeah. Have a chill one, and I'll be back tomorrow for more Miitopia. Good stuff. Alright, in a bit.